can download that one also, not a problem. You guys, you are practicing Tableau every day? No. Yeah. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Yeah, it is clear, right? So let's start the session. So, yeah, hello. Aksara. Yeah, guys. So before starting the today's class, that is Tableau. So here, just I want to remind the students. Okay. So here the point, what are the point we are going to discuss is, as Tableau is a tool, Tableau, Power BI, Excel. These three of them are, whatever we are discussing, these three of them are called as tools. Okay. So Tableau, Power BI, Excel, these three are called as tools. So when you are working with the tools, okay, when you are working with the tools, immediately you have to practice those tools, because here in the tools, what will be there means options. We have to click on the different options which are available. So once you practice by clicking those options only, the concepts will be clear. But whereas, okay, coming to the, okay, so when it comes to the I mean, Python, when it comes to the Python or whether it is SQL, these two are languages. These two are languages. Since they are languages, okay, so here for languages, we are going to share you the code or query, whatever it is. We are going to share the code or query, whatever the code or query is there. And later, if you write that query also, not a problem. Means today we have completed some queries, but that queries you are practicing after 1 or 2 days also, not a problem. But when it comes to the Tableau, Power BI or Excel, these are the tools. Here options will be available. First click on this, next click on this, next click on this. Whatever I'm going to say for you, you have to complete that one immediately. Otherwise, what happens means you'll not recollect that whatever the things we have to click. And automatically, see, again, I'm saying every subject, not only this Python or SQL or anything, even if you consider the Power BI individually only the Power BI, from the day one to day last, everything will be connected to each other. For example, assume yesterday you have absent for the Tableau. In the last class, I have told you how you have to do the formatting, how to remove the grid lines, how to remove this one, and how to remove the Y labels or something I have explained in the last class. Assume you are absent in the last class. How you'll understand today's class? Because same formatting will be continued. So when same formatting continues without the previous class, next day's class, again, it will be new to you. You will feel that sir is clicking very fast. That one, this one, he is clicking, sir is doing something fast. You will feel. But basically what happens there means it is already completed one. So completed one multiple times, we can't repeat the same thing in the class, right? Simply I will click on the remove the Y label, right click on this, remove. Remove that button, remove on this, I will completely remove. So there in that cases what happens means it will complete slightly fastly. So then without practicing that one, when you are entering to the new class, automatically it will be difficult to understand. And you are only unnecessarily making the easy subject also complex subject by not practicing that one on time. Every subject would be easy only. Unnecessarily, we will only make that one as complex subject. Though it is a easy subject also, we will only unnecessarily make this one as a complex subject. How it will become the complex subject means we will not do the practice everything on time. When we are not doing the things on time, what are the practice you are not doing on time, automatically it will become the difficult subject. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone, right? So just now I have asked some of the offline students here, and the offline students are confirming me that, sir, whatever the tableau you are saying to us, till now we have not started the practice. If you don't practice, what happens? Okay. Now, maybe you may practice today after the class or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever you're interested, you may start. But by the time you start, you forget the initial classes. What are the options I have told you? Everything. Because it is a tool now, clicking like this, clicking like this. How many options you will write in the notes? First, right click on this, remove this. We can't write every step by step like that now. Then when we can't write every step in the notes like that, then after the class was completed, if you don't practice, after 3 days, what happens means initial classes you will forget. Only the latest classes you will remember the what are the concepts we have discussed in the class. When you remember only the latest concepts, whatever was discussed in the class, and you'll say that I don't know the tableau perfectly, I have understood only few concepts, you'll say in the later. Means your not practicing will finally lead to the answer of not understood. Not understood finally will lead to the answer of no job. Unnecessary small things you are making as complex. Basically, it is a simple one. Then generally the tools will be the easy one. Programming languages are comparatively difficult. Tools clicking is very easy comparatively. Without practicing these tools, unnecessarily you are only making the subject slightly complex. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Now, still that is your choice whether you want to practice or not. If you don't practice every tool, not only this tool, in the world you take any subject just by listening 1.5 hour class, again next day evening again 1.5 hour class, will never the tool will be completed, and based on that tool we will never get the jobs. This at the earliest, if you understand, that would be better. I already assume that you have understood this logic behind it before itself. Still you have not understand this logic means it would be difficult. Some students has told me that they have not even started practicing Tableau. They are listening. From last 3 days, 5 days, what are the Tableau we have started from the day one when we introduce the Tableau and install the Tableau. From there you are listening. Now instantly if I ask any student whatever was completed yesterday, could you do that one in front of me, miss? Sir, you told yesterday something, sir. I don't remember properly, sir. If you said that word means that is the first step for you. Okay. So without practicing, how many times you listen for multiple times, 100 times from morning to evening, if you sit and listen also, there will be no use. Okay. And again, I am saying guys, what happens in your case means students who don't practice, this is going to happen. And if this is not happens, tell me. If you don't practice immediately means once the class was completed, immediately what are the options you have seen, you have to execute them. For a tool, you have to do immediately, because those options will not write individually letter to letter in the notes. It is not possible. When it is not possible to write each and every letter to letter, then automatically we have to do what? Practice. So without practicing immediately, what happens means 3 days or 5 days later, what happens exactly means you will forget the initial concepts. You will not able to do initial concepts unless you are having the recordings with you and you are listening the recordings means again that is different. If you are not having the recordings with you, no recordings are there means you are going to first forget the initial concepts, and 3 days later what are the concepts I'll tell you now, that concepts you'll remember, and with that concepts you'll not understand the fundamentals, again the subject will become the complex. And finally what you're going to say is Tableau is not easy. This is the final conclusion. Not only Tableau, in the entire world, what are the subject you learn, it is not easy only. Because basically we will not practice everything on time. When we don't practice, any subject is difficult only. Not only Tableau. Take any other tool. Take another tool. Take another tool. Learn whichever you are interested. Okay, any subject, any tool, any concept is not easy. Conclusion is not easy. This is conclusion. Power BI is not easy. Python is not easy. This one is not easy. This is not easy. I didn't understand anything. Why, miss? Initially, we have not practiced. When you'll understand this reason, at the time you'll understand every subject is easy only. Okay, right? That is your choice. Who are the students are not practicing? For those students, it is applicable. Who are the students are practicing? It is not applicable for you. Right? Done. Now coming back to in the last class, we have completed the stacked bar, unstacked bar. So what are the plots we have covered in the previous class, miss? The first plot in the previous class, that is last class, we have done first, that is on 1st July, that is last class. What are the concepts we have covered, miss? Plots. Within the plots, what are the plots we have covered on this date is count plot. Meaning of count plot is not a meaning of count plot. At the same time, how to do the neatly formatting of the count plot. For every plot, we have discussed the formatting also. Count plot, bar plot, stacked bar plot, stacked bar plot, and next one is clustered column plot. Okay, this is also column only, stacked column, and this is also column. Everything here column means vertical. Okay, clustered column and 100% stacked column. For how many we have discussed the column plots, for each of them you are having the bar plots also in the same way, which is vertical. One is vertical, same thing in the horizontal. Okay, horizontal bar plots are called as bar, horizontal. So count plot, column, and all these things. What are the count plot you have discussed? The same count plot we can rotate to horizontal. Column plot will be converted to horizontal by using the bar. It is bar plot. Just changing. Stacked column, okay? And opposite to this, when we convert to horizontal, it is called as stacked bar. clustered column. Okay. Opposite to this is clustered bar. And 100% stacked column. And opposite to this is 100% stacked bar plot, which is in the vertical, which is in the horizontal. Okay. Okay. Vertical and horizontal. Vertical means column and horizontal means this one. So these are the plots which we have covered. And in today's class, we are going to cover the further plots. Some more plots we are going to cover in today's class. What are the plots we are going to cover in the today's class means? First one is called as line plot. Second one is comparison line plot. Okay, comparison line plot. Next, we are going to discuss area plot. What are the area plot is there? Area plot. Stacked area plot. Okay. And next one is scatter plot and pie plot, pie chart or pie plot. So these are the things which we are going to cover in the today's class. And next, in one more session, we are going to cover balance. In this, we are going to cover this one. Along with this, we also cover the tree map. This one also can be completed today itself. And in tomorrow's class, we are going to cover the donut chart. Okay. Followed by maps. What are the maps are there? In the maps, normal maps are there. Field maps also is available. Field maps, donut chart, maps, and lollipop chart. So we are having some waterfall chart, lollipop chart, all these things we are going to discuss one by one, right? Some additional plots apart from this. Okay, done. So these are the things which we are going to cover in the today's class, and along with their neat formatting, how to do the width formatting. Initially, each of the plot meaning already you know how to do in the Tableau. First one, second one is how to do the formatting. These are the two things which we are going to do in the Tableau. So in order to do in the Tableau, we require the line plot. For line plot, we require the time series data. So time series data means which is in the date. So time series variable. What are the time series variables comes means? Time series variables are, first one is, which are comes under time series variables. First one is date, time, date to time, which is in the date time format. Okay, which contributes both date and time also. Next, month, quarter. Okay, quarter, and followed by year. These are all comes under time series variables. Date, date time, month, quarter, and year. Only these can be applied with the line plot on the x-axis. In the x-axis, only these should be selected. Other than this, we cannot select anything. Okay. In the line plot, when you are applying the line plot or comparison line plot, either a normal line plot or comparison line plot. Okay, a general line plot or comparison line plot. Out of these two, any one you are applying means for both of them, we required on the x-axis. X-axis should be time series variable. In your data set, which are the variable is having the time series, that variable you can select here in the line plot. Right? So in the line plot, 100% only these should be selected. Other than this, if you select anything else, there'll be no importance of the line plot. So here I'm going to select the line plot. In this case, what are the time series variable is there in my data set means date column is available. So what are the date column is available? That is ordered date. So order date column, I'm going to take on the x-axis. So when I take here, automatically by default, first it will take the year, followed by quarter, followed by month, followed by date. So it comes in the like this in the reverse order. Okay. So whenever I have applied here, automatically first it is taking the year automatically. And now I'm going to take the sales. What are the sales is there? Sales. So this is the line plot. What are the line plot I'm having? So year versus sales. So it says that in this particular year, the sales was dropped. Now for this, I'm going to keep first in the entire view. And here, what are the sales are there? The value I'm going to keep in the label. So you can see here from 2014 to 2015, the sales are dropped. And again from the 2015 to 2016, the sales was increased. And in the 2016 to 2017, again the sales were increased. In the year of 2017, the sales are high. So when compared to 2014, in 2015, the sales are dropped. The overall sales in the dropped. Now, how we are going to do the formatting for this? As I've told you, the formatting will be done by removing the grid lines, by removing the y label or y ticks, and second one is by hiding this button and by giving the X labels very clearly along with the sheet name. For almost every plot, we are going to do in the similar way. So first I'll start with the grid lines. To remove the grid lines, I'll right click on this and click on the format. And here I'll go with the grid lines and click on the none. So once I click on the none, automatically my grid lines will be disappear. And second one is I'm going to remove this one. For that, I'm going to click on the show header. It will also be removed. Next, I'm going to hide this one. This is also not required. Hide the field label. Now I'm having like this, and this is years. And here what are I'm having? These values, I'm going to click on the format. This time I'm going to click on the font, and within the font, here I'm going to give them as the bold with black color, and slightly I'm increasing to the slightly like this. Now, here what are the values are there? If I want to modify the values, what are the values are there? I want to do the formatting for the data labels. If I want to do the formatting for the data labels, I'm going to click on this. Here, I'm going to select the text. What are the text you are having? That is nothing but sum of the sales. Here, what are the total sales you are saying? This number belongs to sum of the sales. So this sum of the sales, just I'm going to increase to means big number, and I'm going to add the bolt or something like this. So now the numbers also will be highlighted. And if you want in a different color, I'm going to choose a different color, something, and click on the apply. Which one? I want to select the this. So I'm going to select the sum of the sales with a color and click on the this. Now I'm going to get the output in this way, right? So this I'm going to say what are the sheet name is there. The sheet name I'm going to give the year wise sales. Year wise sales. And I'm going to keep this year wise sales in the center position. Year wise sales. And I'm going to give some different color. Like this. So this is my year wise sales. So like this, I'm going to show that I'm going to highlight that in the year of 2015, it was comparatively less. So the company sales has dropped in the year of 2015, but now consistently it is improving the sales. So this is called as line plot. So this is my first plot, that is line plot. Is the line plot is clear, everyone? Formatting, how to do the formatting for the line plot. Now, this is for year. Now I want to see the same thing for the quarter wise. Then here you are going to click on the plus. There is an option called as plus symbol here. Click on that. Automatically it will shows the quarter wise. In every year, quarter wise. Okay, in the year of 2014, every quarter it is increasing the sales. Within the 2015 also it is increasing the sales. In the year of 2016 also it is increasing the sales every quarter. And in the 2017 also it is increasing the sales. Right? Now, in the year of 2016, particularly between the quarter 1 to quarter 3, there is no much difference. And similarly, in the year of, so here increase is there, here very high increase is there, this also increased. Here also continuously it is increasing. There is no problem. And you have observed the major difference here only, that is from quarter 2 to quarter 3 of 2016, there is no much improvement in the sales. Okay, this is the only one. Remaining everything is as it is increasing. Consistently it is increasing. Here only the difference is comparatively less. Right? This is quarter wise. If you want to see the month wise, you have to click on this one more time. If you click on this one, you can see in terms of every month wise, what are the month you are having. So year it is displayed, quarter it is displaying, month also. But I don't want to see the quarter means remove the quarter. You will see the year and within the year month wise. Every year month wise. Now what is the observation you are going to make means here from the January to February, from the January to February, 3 years in the January, in the February month compared to January, it is having the low amount of sales. Again in the March, suddenly it is rising in the every year. Every year it is rising in the March. So in the March, it is having a very good amount of sales, but in the February month, it is having the low sales. So this particular company has to make some offers or anything means they have to majorly focus on the February month. Which month constantly? So again from the March to April, April to May, it is falling. From the March to April, April to May, it is falling. March to April, it was fall. March to April, it has fall. So here in this four of them, what is a common pattern you have observed? Any common pattern is available, miss, that common pattern you are going to highlight. So I have observed that in the October to November the sales are again very high. When compared to October, November is high. When compared to October, again November is high. When compared to October, November is high. So when compared to October, November is making good. When compared to this one, and every case, so November is making good amount of sales. So some months are making the commonly the some of the months are making the very good amount of sales. In some months, it is gradually falling. Every year, it is common pattern is getting repeated. Every year it is getting repeated. So what are the common thing you have observed? If you observe like this, and from this you can make some kind of output, and you want the year within the year month. So here now if you want in terms of what are the year, only year is sufficient, month is not required means quarter, again quarter, month. And sir, here see 2014 year wise it is showing the year, and within that quarter also, that is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and within the quarter again subdivision with the month. So total 3 divisions you are making. That much of divisions are not required. So what required? If I remove the year, for example, what are the year column is there? If I remove the majorly year only I'm removing means, then I'm going to get for the single year, or it is going to combine here quarter one of all the years. All the years quarter one is completed, all the years it is combining. Now if I remove this one also, see, it is combining the all the months in every year. Total every year, what are the year? It is January is cumulated in every year. January every year to February every year. I want overall January or overall means this is the best option, but I want to see year wise within the year. Again I want to observe miss, then you have to go with the year. So this is day wise. Day wise there will be no use. Okay. Now we are going to observe the year wise. So for that, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take one more time my order date. Okay. This one I don't require. This is year, and within the year, quarter, and within the quarter, month. Quarter I don't require, miss this one. Now here, if you combine, see, observe this one clearly. 14,237, 18,174, 18,542, 43,971. If I take the calculator, and I'm going to combine the January month sales. In every year, January month sales, that is 14,237 plus. In this year, what is the January month sales? 18,174 plus. Next, in the year of 2016, January says, January is 18,542 plus. In the January month, what is the says? 43,971. What is the total? 94,224. Now, if I remove this year, only month, can you see here how you got that 94,925 value? How you got that one, miss? It is cumulating all the years of January month. Is that clear now? How you got that value? Cumulative of all the January months. Sir, it should not cumulative of all the January months of every year, sir. It is wrong one. Then if you feel it is a wrong one, then what you have to do? You have to keep here year, and within the year of each month, you have to observe. Is the point is clear, guys? So this is a one way of comparison. Second way of comparison plot. For example, you want this one. What are the year of sales? You want what are the year is there? The year of sales you want in this way. Comparison plot you want in this way, miss. You can keep the year of sales each year in the each row. Year of sales you want in the column wise means keep in the columns. 1 year, 1 column, 1 year. See, 2014 followed by 2015. Are you going to get 2014 followed by 2015 column wise or row wise? Column wise you are going to get first 2014 first column, 2015 second column, 2016 third column, 2017 fourth column. Instead of bringing like this, if you bring the year into row, this is row wise. Now it would be easy comparison. Comparatively, well, when earlier it can be easy comparison will be there. Is the points are clear? It is called as comparison line plot. If without doing the comparison, without doing any kind of comparison, just if you are keeping like this, it is called as a general line plot. If you are doing some kind of comparison, so it is called as comparison line plot. Comparison line plot. Okay. So what are the comparison line plot you are having? So comparing. So here I'm writing the sheet comparison of sales. Okay, comparison of sales month wise, monthly comparison of sales, monthly comparison. What are the monthly comparison of sales with year wise? Okay, or in each year, monthly comparison of sales. In each year, monthly comparison of sales. Every month, what is the value? So you are going to select like this, keep in the bold letters and in the center, and you are going to click on the apply, and you are going to give some different color, heading as something. Now you are going to take the sales. What are the sales are there? Sales, and you are going to consider the order date. And within the order date, you are going to take no need of quarter. Just I want the month. So for that, I'm removing the quarter. Okay. So this is the overall sales, and I'm going to keep in the entire view. Okay. But here, my plot for this, I don't require this one. So I'm going to click on this. Here also order date is not required. This one is I'm going to hide. But now values are required. What are the values are there? So values I'm going to take as the sales as the label. And what are the labels are there? Just it is in the black color. Or if you want to change that one, just you are going to change this one. The sum of the sales, instead of black color, you are going to keep a different color. Okay. Some different color like this. And it is light. It is not visible properly means you are going to select again some of the sales and keep in the bold letters and click on the apply. Now automatically the values will be highlighted and click on the OK. Right? Now similarly, you are going to select this one and click on the format and font. And here what are the font is there? Click on the bold black color and the headers will be highlighted. Okay, and it is going to represent like this. Sir, now this grid lines are not required means right click on the format and remove the grid lines. Once you click on the format, here remove the grid lines. Click on the none, automatically grid lines will be disappear. Is the point here clear? So like this, you are going to do the plot. This is comparison plot, or you can bring the date into the row wise. I mean year into the row wise. And this is also a comparison plot. This comparison or this type of comparison, whichever you are interested, you are going to keep that one for your presentation purpose. Is the points are clear? According to you, whatever is best suited, that one. So neat representation you have to make. Data visualization tools are designed only for that purpose, majorly for neat visualization, clear visualization. Okay. Now, next, this is called as line plot. This is called as comparison line plot. Now, next, I'm going to take the again same order date one more time. And within the order date, I'm going to take the sales. Okay. Again, I'm going to keep in the entire view. After keeping this one in the entire view, again, I'm going to remove the grid lines. What are the grid lines are there? I'm going to keep as none. Okay. And in the form, in the headers, I'm going to keep in the bold black. Okay. What are the headers are there? Just I'll increase the size to not too much. Okay. Something like this. Now I don't require this one. Okay. Now again, this one also not required. Right? Now you are having like this. This is a line plot. Now this line plot, just I want to convert a line plot to area. So what are the sales are there? Sales I'm going to represent in the details. And here I'm going to again select data labels. Data labels. And I'm going to select some different color and bold with apply. Okay. Now only difference earlier it is line plot. In the first one, what are the line plot you have created? Same line plot one more time I have created. Okay. Now only difference between that line plot versus this line plot is this line plot I'm going to convert as a area. So just you're going to get a area map. So just this is one way of representation and this is one way of representation by using the area. Okay, this is called as area plot. Okay, area chart. So just it is going to show that how much area. Okay, is the point is clear, everyone? So one is line plot, one is area plot. Just you have to area. First, commonly, what are the line plot you have created? Same thing, no difference in the line plot. After creating the once the line plot was completed, here just come into this one and click on the area. Completed. Only thing you have to do is click on the area. Remaining everything is same. First you have to create the line plot only, normal general line plot only, and just click on the area. Is that clear? Now, so this one, what are the total amount of sales you are going to see? And this is the one. Sir, here I want to show this one as the sales. So in the data labels, you can add the modification like this. Here I want to represent as sales. Okay. And click on the apply. So it is going to show you the sales, the word called as sales. But generally we'll not write like that. Why? Because in the chart, what are the chart name we are going to take here? The plot name. What are the plot name is there? We are going to take the plot name as yearly sales. Okay, year-wise sales, yearly sales or year-wise sales. And this year-wise sales, we are going to keep in the center and we are going to keep in the 20. And I'm going to select the header and click on the apply and OK. Now here automatically year-wise sales means obviously here what are the numbers are there? It is the sales numbers only. It is not the new numbers. For example, you want to add the profit also. This one also. So now two numbers are there. One is sales, one is profit. Both of them are there. Then in that case, you are going to modify the label like this. Okay. This is whatever you are showing here now. Okay. That is a symbol. Between the symbol, sum of the profit is there, right? That is value. This is the value. Don't touch this one. Before to that, you write here profit amount and click on the apply. So you can see the profit and the sales. That is number in the label. Within the label, once you click on the text, what it has to represent. What it has to represent means it has to represent the sales and followed by the number. This is number indication. If you modify this one, okay, if you remove this one or if you don't do something like this and click on that, number will be removed. That number will be selected by writing the like this. This is the syntax for the Tableau. So for each year, the sales along with the profit, you are going to write like this by showing the area chart. Is it clear? Area chart is clear for everyone. This is area chart. Now, next one is called as stacked area. So how to create the stacked area? So what are the area chart you have created? You can simply duplicate this one. Duplicate means asterisk, copy, paste. You cannot copy the format, but you can copy the entire thing asterisk like this. And here you are going to rename this one. What are this one is there? Stacked area chart. Stacked area chart. So stacked means I'm going to take any one discrete variable like segment. In the last class, we have discussed segment. So now I'm going to bring the segment into the colors. So one segment of one color. Each segment of one color. And it is going to add the values like this, segment wise. Okay. If you want to add the segment wise, you can add the segment, or if you want to add each region wise, you can add the region, each region wise, segment wise, region wise, anything. This is stacked. You want the stacked means you have to bring the discrete variable into the color. You want the unstacked means you have to bring that one into the columns. Then it will be separated, unstacked. Unstacked means you have to bring separately like this. If you want to the stacked means what are the discrete variable is there, it had to bring into the color. Color means stacked, here means unstacked. Where you are going to keep that discrete variable? Here, where you are going to keep, or here. Once you keep here in the rows also, it is unstacked only. Row wise you are going to see the segments. What are the segments are there? Each segment you are going to see row wise like this. Just move this one. Okay. So row wise you can see each row one segment. Sir, segment wise if you want to see, that is unclustered. Clustered means this one. I want the stacked means bring into the color. Then it will automatically stack that one and stack, and it will give in the different colors. If you want to do the color modification, then automatically you are going to click here and edit the colors and select the what are the palette you required. This is called as palettes. Palettes means it is going to select according to that different colors based on that. Okay. Here, what are the palette I have selected? For example, this is the palette. Okay. Assign the palette and click on the apply. Now see, so it will assign within these colors, which one is suited, it will only assign. So you have to select the palette and assign the palette, and according to that, it will. Now, this is not looking good. For you exclusively, you want this one in the blue color. Then you have to select clearly consumer, and then you have to select which are the color you are interested. You only have to select as per your choice. Then you are going to get that one in the blue color. And I want the corporate. What are the corporate is there? I want this one in this color, and click on the apply. It will change to that color. And home office, I want in the red color, miss red color. Individually, you want to select miss individually. Overall palette automatically it has to take miss. Simply assign the palette. It will only select the colors. Is the both of them are clear, guys? Area chart and stacked area chart. Everyone is clear or not? Yes or no? Area chart and stacked area chart. Right? Everyone is clear? Now, next, let's move on to the next one. Again, you know how to save and how to publish. If you want to publish this one, you have to save on the Tableau public, and what are the link is there that you have to share to the other person. If you want to publish, if you want to save in your laptop, just you are going to click on the save as, and directly you are going to save in your laptop as per your choice. So I'm going to save this one in my laptop as today's class 02/07/2025. Okay, simple like this. This will be saved in my personal laptop. If you want to share it to the public, then you are going to publish that one. How to publish that one to the public means save to public, Tableau public as, and you are going to save on the Tableau public, and you have to share that link to the persons. Is that clear, everyone? Understood? Yes or no? Stacked area chart, line chart, comparison line chart. Total 4 charts are completed. If anyone has any questions, you can ask what are the question you are having. Again, I am saying these are the tools. Just you have to click on them and you can adjust accordingly. Now, sir, within the red color, this red color is not looking good, sir. Come into the modify in the label and change the color. Which color is going to look for you good? Select that one. Obviously, black will look good. So you have to select this entire thing. Select entire thing, then you select the black and click on the apply. You can see. So for these colors, black will be suited. Or if you are instead of black color, if any other color is there, select which are the color and click on the apply. Automatically you can see. And finally, which one is finalized. Okay, each time you click on the apply, and after which color was finalized for you, go with that particular color and save that one. So for already these light color backgrounds, dark color only will be more suited. Just I'm going to select the black and click on the OK. If my background is black, I mean dark backgrounds are there, miss, then I used to select this one as the light background. According to that, is that clear, guys? Everyone? How to modify the data labels, miss? Data labels can be done like this. Next, Anil Reddy. Sir, once again explain the 100% stacked bar. 100% stacked bar, which is we completed last class, right? You're asking last class. Anil Reddy. Okay, we'll discuss that one at the end. Okay, remind me. Remind me at the end, we'll discuss. Last 10 minutes, we'll discuss that. Okay, let us focus on the today's what are the plots are there. So we have discussed the line plot, comparison line plot, area, stacked area. 4 things are completed. Now let us focus on the scatter. Next type of plot is called as scatter plot. Scatter plot can be applied only on the two continuous variables. So for two continuous variables, I'm going to take the first variable name is called as sales. Second one is called as profit. Now when I take sales and profit, can you see here I'm getting the one dot. Why I'm getting only one dot means because total profit is a single value. I'm not taking the individual values. Here it is measure is sum. Instead of sum, if I take the count, okay, count means also number of records. Total number of records only. Single value only na. Count or any measure is a single number. For example, if you take this one, sum is a single number. For 10 records, sum will be only single number. Average, for 10 numbers, average value will be a single number. For 10 numbers, median will be a single number. Count, for 10 records, what would be the count means 10 only. Number of records. Count, distinct. Distinct means number of unique values. That also single number. Minimum, single number. Maximum, single number. If I calculate 25 percentile, single number. 50 percentile, single number. 75 percentile, single number. Standard deviation, single number. Sample standard deviation or population standard deviation. All these are single numbers only. Measure means only single value. Okay. Now, when you are having a single value, single number profit and single number sales, you are having like this. Now, but I require the scatter plot for every record. Every record sale will be there now. For example, let's take an example like this. Okay. What are the example you are having here? The example is table. You are having one table like this, X, Y. I mean, sales profit. For every one record, you are having here 10, 4, 28, 30, 12, 25, 30. Something you are having like this. Let's take an example. Now, when I'm giving the sum of the profit means which column here? This column. What is the sum of this profit? 4 plus 8, 12. 12 plus 12, 24. 24 plus 30, 54. This is sum of the profit. Sum is 54. Sum of the profit is equal to 54. Now, what is the sum of the sales? Sum of the sales is equal to 10 plus 20, 30, 60, 85. Now, when I apply the line plot between these two, what happens? 85 will be selected on the y-axis and 54 will be selected on the x-axis. And you are going to get a single dot. But my requirement is not single dot. Means I don't want to apply the scatter plot on this. I want to apply the scatter plot on these four records. 10, 4. First one should be here 4. And here it should be 10, 1 dot. 20, 8. 30, 12. 40, 30. Something. I want the 4 dots like this. Then I can't select this one. Sum of the profit, sum of this one, I can't select. I want each record. For getting the each record, I'm going to take the either each record. What are the unique values will be there for the each record now? Like serial number, customer ID, customer name, something like row ID. Row ID means one row, one ID. So this row ID, what are I'm having? I'm going to bring this row ID into the detail. Is the point is clear? Now automatically every record individually selected. Got the point? Understood? Yes or no? Everyone. So the scatter plot will be selected in this way. Now more number of records are between this one. So you can highlight like that. And if you click on the exclude means these will be deleted. Keep only means only these will be included. Keep only means only these will be included. Exclude means this part will be excluded. Now, here you can see the scatter plot like this. What are the scatter plot you are having? Now, in this scatter plot, I want to see here the profit. So just I have taken in a reverse way. Sales should be on the x-axis, profit should be on the y-axis. Now, as the sale is 22,000 means big amount, but the profit is less means that particular product is having the less profit percentage. For example, if I sell the laptop worth of 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees laptop, if I sell also, you may get 1,000 rupees as the profit. Or if you may sell 10,000 rupees worth sofa also, you may get 2,000 rupees as profit. Okay, 1 lakh now says a high number. Laptop cost is 1 lakh. But what is the profit? Only 1,000. So in the sales, what happens? 1 lakh will be on the x-axis, but the profit will be less. See, have you observed for some of them, even losses are also available. For some of them, you got the loss. Some of them are profit. Can you see here in the profit in the this? Now tell me guys, here what are this one is there? First, I'm going to do the formatting. In the formatting, you tell me according to you. Okay, should I remove the grid lines or not? Grid lines are important in this example. Yes or no? So grid lines are not required. So just I'm going to remove the grid lines. So for grid lines, just I'm going to remove like this. Sir, why grid lines are not important? This question I didn't understand. Means sometimes grid lines are important, grid lines are not important. How to know? Point is very simple. So here, just you remove the grid line and observe here. Have you seen any impact? Okay, if you have seen any impact on that, then grid lines are important. If you have not seen any impact, then grid lines are not important. Here, white ticks are important or not? Tell me guys, white ticks are important or not in this example? Earlier example, white ticks are not important. That I know. In this example, you tell me whether I have to show the white ticks or, but instead of earlier example, I have removed the white ticks. That white ticks I have brought as a labels directly. Now here also, if I remove the white ticks and if I bring them as a label, see profit, what are the profit is there? If I bring as a label, multiple numbers will be there. Is this useful? No, right? Now in this case, what we are going to do? So we should not bring the label like that. Then in this case, what we have to do? So in this case, we have to keep the white ticks. For this data, for this one, white ticks are important. We are going to keep the white ticks, right? Now, so here you can see some of this one. So now this point belongs to which segment? I want to know it belongs to which segment. So I want to see the segment. So I'm going to bring the each segment in the each color. Now can you see? This is in the red color. Red color belongs to which one? Home office. So home office, you are making the sale is very high, but still it has made a loss only. And this one, what is this one? Corporate. Now see here, each dot is a circle. Instead of dot as a circle, I want this one like this, dots. So for that, what I'm going to do means click on the circle, or if you click on the square, it will be converted as square. Square, circular, which one you are interested. Is the points are clear? So just you are going to convert a like this. Now here X label, what are the, this is label, this is ticks. This is label, this is the ticks. So now here I want to modify this one. So for modifying this one, what I have to do? Click on the format. In the format, you have to go to the font in the header. You have to keep in the bold letter like this, black. Okay. Now you're going to get the output in this way. Now this one, the headers automatically, both Y and X headers has been changed to bold letter and values are increased. And you can give it a different color. Which are the color you are interested? Just you can add the different color. Sir, black color is sufficient, sir. No need to change the colors. Means keep in the black only. Which are the color? Right? So like this, sir, you are going to do the neat formatting and you are going to keep in the presentation. Okay. You want to see the each segment as different shape. Okay. As one of the student is asking, I want each of them in the different shape. So each of them either you can have in a different color or different size. Different color or different size. For example, you want the each segment instead of different color, you can bring the segment. What are the segment is there into the size? Then size will increase. Small sizing shows that consumer, medium corporate, home office. You can change to different size. Either size you can select or different color you can select. These are the two options which you are having here. Is the point is clear? Then can we add the filters to this plot to see in the region wise also? Absolutely. This is filter tab and we are going to discuss in the further. Once we move on to the further, first let us complete the plots. After completing, tomorrow we'll complete all the plots. By tomorrow, none of the plot will be left. All the plots will be completed. And after completing all the plots, what are the balance plots are available in the Tableau, everything will be completed by tomorrow. On 4th, okay, on 4th July, we are going to see the how to apply the filters. Okay, we'll see the how to apply the different types of filters and conditional formatting, how to do the conditional formatting, how to create the parameters, different types of parameters, measures, or anything, a new measure you want to create, or a new column you want to create. Same thing we are going to discuss, and we are also going to discuss the sets. These we are going to discuss on the 4th. And once this is completed, almost everything will be completed. And on the Monday, you can create the dashboard for a cleaned data. Dashboard on a cleaned data we can apply. Okay. But how to do the data cleaning? Data cleaning in the Tableau also we are going to do. That is by using the Tableau prep. Okay. That is another one that we'll discuss. So these are the things which we are going to come in the sequential order. Unnecessarily, if I add the filter now, it will lead to the confusion. Okay, when we are discussing this one, filters exclusively, at the time we can discuss the things clearly. Is that clear? Is your question is clear? We can add the filters. 100% we can add the filters, but just in the sequential order will come. Right? Done. Now we can do the in this way the scatter plot and name it as rename. I'm going to rename this one as scatter plot. Okay. And here also I'm going to give the name as this is sales versus profit. Sales versus profit. Okay. In bracket segment wise. I'm just adding a title in this way. And I'm going to keep the title and with the different color and in the center and apply and bold. I'm going to keep in the bold and click on the apply. Now, what are the titles I'm keeping? For almost all the titles, I'm using the same color titles. Okay. So that here, what are the title you have chosen? What are the color you are choosing? If you maintain the same color, it will look nice. That's it. Nothing special. Okay. It will look nice. If everything are selected on the same color, same font and same thing, then comparatively it will look nice. And here segment, spelling mistake, segment, and click on the apply and click on OK. So it will look nice if you are maintaining the same kind of formatting in all the plots. If you are maintaining the same level of formatting, it will just look nice when you do the presentation by this one. So when you are coming to one by one, first you are going to explain this, followed by this. Sir, how you are moving from this one to that one means just right click, right arrow mark. Just click on the right arrow mark, or here you can find the this one symbol. Just click on this. If you click on this also, not a problem. Next, you'll move to the next sheet, or simply right click on the next arrow mark, right arrow mark. Explain each and every plot in details clearly with a neat presentation, one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay. You can add the multiple plots. At the same time, you can add the dashboard. As I've told you, once the plots and everything are completed, we'll discuss the dashboard at the end. Last day, we'll discuss the dashboard. Dashboard means nothing but our project, simply. So is the plots are clear? Scatter plot. Okay. Next we are moving on to the next type of plot. What is the next plot we are having for today? that is pie chart and tree map. Let us discuss these two also now, one by one. First, let us move on to the tree map. I'm renaming this one to tree map. Okay, click on the tree map. So tree map. Now again, I'm going to take the says. What are the says are there? And along with the says, what I have compared here, year wise or region wise. Okay. And here you are going to get the region wise or something like this. What are the region wise you are doing the says? This is the says. Okay, region wise says. Now, what are the region wise says you are having? Just you are showing using a bar plot. Instead of showing this one in a bar plot, I'm just modifying this one to show in a tree map. This is called as tree map. Tree map is also called in our Python heat map, adding the colors to the numbers. One number. So here 7,25,000 will be given with one number, 6,78,000 will be given with one color, 5 lakhs will be given with one color, 3,91,000 will be given with one color. Just I'm changing the giving the numbers light color to dark color. Light color means lower the number, dark color means higher the number. But I don't want the numbers in this way, sir. I mean, for example, first let me do the formatting, neat formatting for this one also. For neat formatting, first I'll click on the entire view. Sir, why you'll click every time entire view means because in the presentation, we are going to keep in the entire view. Once you click on the presentation, for example, fit view, what are the standard view is there? Once you click on this one, so automatically you will get a gaps. So here the gaps will not be there. So in the presentation mode, it will look very nice when you keep the plot in the entire view. So that is the reason we are going to keep in the entire view. And once we keep in the entire view, see here, this is the label. I mean, what is this called as? What is this is called as, guys? Legend. Do you remember? Legend. So this legend, just I'm going to remove. Not required. Here, what are the says is there? I'm going to keep in the label. Now, what are the label is there? First, I'm going to do the formatting. I'm going to bring into the center. Vertical also in the center. In every case, center. Right? Now, what are the values are there? I'm going to give the before the values. Let me choose the color. What are the here? Region. Sorry. Each value in a color. Na? This one. I'm going to change the colors. What are the colors are there? So here starting to ending, here just I'm changing this one to instead of light or gray color, which are the color you are interested, you can choose. The palette you can select, which are the palette you are interested, just you are going to select the one. It is not compulsory, just adding the colors to the numbers. Sorry. Any number. That is not only correlation matrix. In the Python, we have applied correlation matrix heat map means every time it is not for the correlation only. Anything, any data for that. Now see here, this one, what I have selected, here only you are having the 4 categories. So since it is having the only 4 regions, so 4 regions, that is the reason this is not that much of great for us. But instead of this, what are the region is there? What are the entire instead of the region? If I select the state wise, let me remove this one also. I'm going to take the state wise. What are the state? So state means multiple states are there, right? So I'm going to consider the different states and their says. What are the says are there? Now different says and this one, 2 options are there for selecting the state. One is best way of representing the state is maps. If in the maps, then maps, if you want to represent in the second way means it is better to represent. When you are having the more number of categories, tree map will be more good. So for which one you are having the more number of things? For example, one more time, just to give me a minute. Okay, instead of this subcategory, let us go with the subcategory. Subcategory versus sales. This would be better. Then, sir, why you have not considered the states are means? For state, don't go with the tree map or bar plot. Best option for the state is always maps only. City names, state names, country names, for all these things, maps are exclusively used. Okay. Now here I'm going to select this one, and here I'm going to select the tree map. Now I'm going to keep the tree map. Now you can see here what are the subcategories are there. Multiple subcategories are there, right? So what are the multiple subcategories you are having? And here just you add the label also like this. And also already I told you the formatting. In the formatting, you are going to keep in the center like this. Is the point is clear? And click on the entire view. Is that clear, guys? Now, sir, here the values are not visible, sir, properly. What are the values are there here? Because the size is small, right? Since the size is small, it is not visible means, then what you have to do means in the label, what are the value is there? You have to reduce the size of the value. If if you reduce the size of the value, sometimes it might be visible. The minimum size starts with the 8. So for the least one, automatically, sir, here we are unable to see this one means, obviously we are going to keep the cursor and we have to explain. Because this is not getting fitted here. When it is not able to fit here, okay, the size of the, what are the size of this one? Sir, can you move this one? Means what are the size of this one is the box size. Can you little bit move left side or right side so that will become this side? Means no, the size of the map will be decided based on the area. So this is similar kind of percentage. Assume this is total 100 percentage. In that 100 percentage, how much this is contributing, that much of percentage of area will be occupied automatically. Is the point is clear? Now, which one we have to select means whichever you are having the more number of categories are there, more number of categorical variables has the unique values. Instead of representing in the bar plot, it is better to represent in the tree plot. Sir, if I am having less categories are there, less number of categories in a categorical variable. If less number of categories are there, then go with the bar plot or pie plot. These two. One is count value wise. One is showing the value. One will be showing the percentage. Okay. Go with these two when you are having the less number of categories. When you are having the more number of categories, instead of going with the bar plot or pie plot, go with the tree map. Is the point is clear? So automatically bar plot or pie plot, it includes the two variables, one discrete, one continuous. Two variables, right? If you remember that what are the bar plot is there, it's a combination of one continuous plus one discrete. So one discrete and one continuous, what are the bar plot is there, you are going to take like this. And here you are going to represent in this way. Clear, everyone? Now you are going to do the formatting. So each subcategory along with their sales and also with the values. So now what are the values are there? The values are not visible properly for me. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to keep in the black bold letters. Okay, black only, or instead of black color, you can choose any other color also. Okay, I'm going to select this one, keep in the black and keep in the bold and click on the apply and click on the OK. Right now, sir, here for dark, for red also, though I have applied black also, it is not representing black, sir, it is representing white only means. The reason behind that is Here you have to change the color. What are the color you have selected? Color, you better to edit or keep this one as it is like this. Just reduce the transparency. Light, instead of heavy dark color, go with the light color. Just go with the somewhat light. The transparency try to reduce so that the values will be highlighted. Okay. The more you reduce means almost it will be same color, white color will come. So lightly transparency try to reduce. Light shade, the color with light shade. Transparency means nothing but shade. Go with the light shade colors. Colors are same, but shades you are going to rightly reduce. So than this, it is better to select here. Okay, instead of representing all of them in a different, you have to go with the this. Simply go with this. Then automatically everything will be blue. And as per the value wise, it will only as per the value wise, it will only select the intensity of the color. For me, this one or this one or this one, which is looking good. Okay, this is somewhat better. And at the same time, I'm going to reduce the transparency. Right? So wherever it is looking good for me. Okay. So good for me, wherever it is looking, there I'm going to have. So in this, sir, this is says, only says, you want to add the profit also, miss, add the profit also in the label. Sales and profit both will be added. And as I've told you, which one is sales, which one is profit, you want to explain, miss, then right here, sales, whichever is sales, right here says colon. And for this one also, write this one as profit. So you can add something like this. Okay. And click on the OK. Now for every subcategory, what is the total amount of sales? What is the profit? Sales and profit both will be represented in this way. Is the point is clear, everyone? Now, what are the values you are having here? Okay. You can keep either italic or underline. Underline will not look good. Okay. And you can add which are the things you are interested. Okay. Done. Just you can add something and click on the apply. And you can see the output, how it is representing. Clear, guys? Everyone? Tree map is clear? Tree map means nothing but adding colors to the numbers. Just adding the colors to the numbers is called as tree map. Everyone, yes or no? Up to here, all these maps are clear. Again, I'm going to click on the save. Already I have saved. First time I have clicked on the save as. So now just I'm going to click on the save. And this entire work will be shared to you as it is in the previous class. How I have uploaded, in the same way I'm going to upload this one also. Clear? But only one thing is practice immediately. Immediately means within the before to the next class, because these are the options. You are going to click on the options. So here I'm going to give the sheet name. Okay, what are the name is there? The name, this is title of the plot. I'm going to give the title as like this. What is the title I'm going to give? In the center, I'm going to keep. This is a subcategory wise. Subcategory wise sales and profit. Subcategory wise sales with profit. Sales and profit subcategory wise. Okay. And I'm going to select here again color and font. I'm going to keep as 20 because in the previous also I have kept 20 only. Here also I'm going to keep 20 only and bold and click on the apply and click on the OK. So that my previous one and this one both will have the same kind of title heading. What are the title I'm having here? What are the title I'm having here? It will maintain the same font. It will look nice while presenting. Okay, here say space profit. Is the point is clear, guys? Subcategory wise sales and profit. In every subcategory, what are the sales you are having? Amount of sales, amount of profit you made. And it indicates that automatically which one is having the highest amount of profit, highest amount of profit or highest amount of sale wise. Okay, here sale wise very good is there, but profit wise it is making the loss. Sir, I want to highlight this one, which are making the loss. You want to highlight something like this. Then you are going to explain this one. Okay. Create set that I told you now. Day after tomorrow class, we are going to discuss this. And here it is making the summary of tables. Tables are making with a good amount of sales, but profit is comparatively less. Now, this one here, what are the colors are there? You can change the colors just by based on the start, center. Center means what are the center value and okay. And you can give the step up color means slightly to increase the color or use full color range. So which are the options are available? You can select. Is the points are clear? Everyone? Sir, but here some of them are the profits are low, some profits are high, no? I think this is not the correct way of representation. Assume. Then we are having one more chart for that. To show the correct way of representation, we are having the different types of charts are available here. As we are going to move on to the further, we are going to discuss each and every type of the plot. Right? Next, let's move on to the tree map. After the tree map, now we are going to discuss the pie. The next type of chart is called as pie chart. Pie chart and donut chart. These two are similar. Pie chart and donut chart. These two will be almost similar. Okay. Now, first starting with the pie chart. So for the pie chart, here I'm going to take the sales. Sales, what are the sales I'm having? The sales here, I'm going to take this one as pie chart. Okay. So for taking this one as a pie chart, what are the sales are there? Okay. So first here I'm going to select the pie chart. Once I click on the pie here, you'll get one new one called as angle. Earlier it is not there. If you observe here, angle is not there. The moment you select here pie, you will get a new one called as angle. In this angle, you have to add the sales. Then automatically it will add the angle with the sales, and I'm going to observe with the region wise. Region I'm going to bring into the each color. Region or segment or whichever you are interested. Okay, segment wise sales. Okay, again I'm going to keep this one in the entire view. Okay, segment wise sales. And what are the segment? Each segment I'm going to represent the sales I'm representing. At the same time, segment also I'm representing in the label so that I can remove here legend. Okay, this is your pie chart. Pie chart represents in terms of each category and their amount of sales. But I want in terms of percentage wise. I don't want the this one like some of the values. I want to see the percentage. For getting the percentage, what we have to do? Percent of total. Just you have to click on the percent of total. Once you click on the percent of total, it will show the percentages. At the same time, I want to see the value also. Value also you add in the label. Value also you add, percent also you add. So in the label, first I want to see the segment. After the segment, I want to see the sum. Then I want to see the percent. This is the order which I want to see. And in the label, just I'm going to select these three. Whatever I have selected, keep in the bold. And I'm going to keep in the black color and click on the apply. Okay. Segment, sum of the sales, and followed by percentage. So here, just I'm going to keep the segment. What are the segment is there? Segment, percentage, and total amount of sales. What are the total amount of sales you are having? So what is the advantage of pie chart versus bar chart? Means bar chart will represent only the sales, but pie chart will represent the percentage also. When you want to show the percentage, you have to choose the buy. Now, again, within this, what are the region? For example, instead of this one, segment wise, if you are taking the instead of segment wise, region wise, each region. So, sir, why it is showing in a separate like this? Okay, why it is showing in a separate means because you are selecting here region in the each row. I don't want in the each row here. Just I want here only. And here I'm adding the sales and I'm adding the region, each region also in the label. So when you add the region, each region in the each row means how many unique values are there? Each unique value one row. If you add the region in the column means you are going to get the each region is in one column. Each region in one column, each region in one row, each region has only color is that is your choice according to your requirement, based on your requirement, and you are going to show the percentage. What are the percentage is there? Sir, within the region, in each region, again segment wise, then bring the region into the column. Okay, each region you are going to have here. Now you bring the segment. What are the segment is there? Segment wise that you add in the colors. In every region, segment wise, you can see. In the central region, segment wise, in the eastern region, segment wise, in this one, segment wise, in every region, what are the segment wise is there? You can observe that one. In every region, segment you can observe. Is the point is clear? Everyone, this is comparison pie plot. Comparison pie plot between the regions. Right? So this, what are the pie plot and donut chart is there? From here, we'll try to continue in the tomorrow's class. So please practice up to here. What are the tree map? We'll continue the pie chart also in the tomorrow. Don't need to practice pie chart because I have to explain more things in the pie and in the donut also. And as one of the student has asked us how to calculate the 100% stacked. So 100% percentage calculations automatically you'll understand in the pie chart. Once I explain the pie and donut, automatically that your question also will be cleared. Right? We'll discuss that one in the tomorrow. How to add the values along with the percentage. Well, just bring the values into the label. What you want to show, that one you bring into the label. Into the label. Right? Once you bring into the label, automatically you can see that one. Right? Yeah, single pie. Single pie means remove this. In a single pie, you can see. Okay, in a single pie, again, you don't want the subsegment. Okay, region wise. So region, each region you want to see in the color. Right? Anyways, pie will continue in the tomorrow's class, guys. Just up to tree map, everyone is clear now? Pie will continue in the tomorrow. One more time we'll discuss. Gnan Prakash, we'll discuss one more time in the tomorrow. Detailedly we'll discuss. From here we'll continue. Right? Done. Just I'm going to share you this Tableau file one more time in your Google Drive. Just check your Google Drive once. Just I'm uploading the Tableau file. Already the data set is available with you. And anyways, I have already added the data set also. And I'm going to share you the Tableau file, one more Tableau file also. Yeah, it was added. Today's Tableau file was added. Cross check once, everyone. And please confirm me whether you have received or not.